Man, it's been a blessing to be drafted by the New York Giants. I know I'm usually cool, calm, and collected, but I feel like it's going to hit me once I leave here, man. The feeling is indescribable.
Oh, yeah, well, tonight's definitely a special night. Something I've been working towards my entire life, and, my dreams came true, so I'm just excited for the opportunity, and I'm going to make the most with it.
New York Jets have submitted their pick. New York Giants are now on the clock.
Every offensive player is available for Brian Daboll and Joe Schoen, the new HC and GM.
You want to move up to 5?
I think we're good. We got 3 we like, so I think we're in good shape in this scenario. We're still getting 2 of our safe. Right. We're going to Sauce.
The New York Jets select Sauce Gardner, defensive back, Cincinnati.
You guys ready? Get Thibodeaux ready.
There may not be a more appropriate site for the NFL Draft than Las Vegas, known by many nicknames, including the gambling capital of the world. Quite fitting, considering this process involves a bit of rolling the dice on prospects. With a pair of top 10 picks in 2022, the Giants are hoping 5 and 7 prove to be lucky numbers.
Let's go, Las Vegas! Welcome to the 22 NFL Draft.
Giants fans are the best fans ever!
The 2022 NFL Draft is now officially open.
As a first-time GM, there was a bundle of emotions leading up to the draft. I was excited. I knew the years of hard work were going to pay off. Just making sure we had all of our I's dotted and T crossed, and really getting to know, working with a new staff and people, I'd never been through a draft before. Just making sure I communicated with them how the process was going to go, as well as ownership. And there were really 6 guys that we were targeting, at 5 and 7, and there's a lot that goes into that when you're trying to narrow the focus. The list started with several other names. The list was longer. I had 7 names going into the combine, but that's always before you meet and interact with the kids. So, part of our job as a personnel department, as an organization, is identification, but some of it's elimination. And as you go through the process, we were able to identify 6 players that, checked all the boxes through our research. And, I think we're happy with the 2 that we got at 5 and 7.
A lot of that heavy lifting was accomplished in Indianapolis, where the Giants were able to get an up-close and personal look at this year's draft class. And one player they put under the microscope was an Oregon pass rusher who has no issue with the pressures that come when you're showcased under the bright lights.
Yeah, I've talked to the Giants. We had a great interview. They were kind of on me, they were giving me a hard time, but I feel like it was like that big brother moment where they give you a hard time because they're interested in you and they like you. So for me, just showing them that, I'm really a guy. I grew up in a big city, so a big city is nothing new to me.
What's up, man? What's going on? How you doing? Mark does. Nice to meet you, bud. Joe Schoen.
Okay, you're a 5-star recruit, right? You're one of the best recruits coming out. You got all these accolades. You've always had success. You've always had success. So if you don't have success immediately, how do you deal with it? You're going to be selected really high. Let's say we select you at the New York Giants. Right? You got more eyes on you. When you're at a bigger place, you have more eyes on you. Right? So then we start out the season, and I'm not putting any bad juju out there, but 5 games into it, you ain't got a sack. How do you handle that when immediate success doesn't come? You're a good player, and I hope, man, you're going to be immediate success, but it doesn't happen. You got to be able to deal with that and keep grinding.
Regardless of what's said, there's always odds. When I was in 8th grade, I wanted to quit football. Why? Because it wasn't the statistics. There's no way you ain't that big, you ain't that tall, you ain't that fast. There's no way you can do it. You know what I mean? But I'm here at this point, and I feel like God, and there's no turning back. You know what I mean? Like this is bigger than me. At the end of the day, I just got to keep going forward, right? There ain't no looking back. You got a rearview mirror this big, and you got a windshield as big as can be. Why? Because everything behind you, leave it in the past. So if I'm 5 weeks in and I ain't got a sack, we're gonna figure out how next week we're gonna take advantage of whoever we play, and we're gonna get 3 sacks.
Yeah, meeting with Kayvon, the first time we met him was at the combine, and he came into the room and he lit up the room. You know, he dominated the room. He carried the conversation. He handled himself well. He told the media afterwards that, you know, we challenged him, but we were just having a really good time with him and a good conversation. And then going out to Oregon and spending time with him. Him being a decision at number 5 was an easy one for us. He's a guy we thought was a very good pass rusher. Size, he's got length. He can defend the run. He can set an edge. You know, he plays with physicality and violence. So really good guy. A lot of energy and also a good football player, so that's what we came to really like at the end of the day.
Kayvon, how you doing?
Joe, how's it going?
You good?
Yeah, man, you know, just waiting.
All right. You ready to be a New York Giant?
Come on, man, I knew it. I was waiting on it. I've been waiting.
All right.
I manifested. I prayed for it. It's time.
I love it, man. I love it. I love that it worked out. Hey, we're gonna get you. We're gonna put in the pick here for you. I'm gonna put you on the phone with Coach Dayball, and we're ready to get you here and let you get after the quarterback. Okay?
Yes, sir.
With the 5th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the New York Football Giants select Kayvon Thibodeaux, defensive end, Oregon.
Okay. Wow. Giants fans get their pass rusher, and as if there's not enough wattage coming to New York, here comes Kayvon Thibodeaux.
Come on, Giants Nation. It's Kayvon Thibodeaux here, man. They came and picked me. I appreciate it. I want you to know I'm going to give you everything I got from the bottom to the top. Let's get it.
Hold on, hey, hold on. We both.
Yeah.
Both.
Yeah.
Okay.
You down the street, man.
Okay.
Just hit me.
Okay, I got you.
Just call me, man. All right. Giants, man. I can't wait to get out to New York, and I can't wait to start this new journey. Get out of here now.
The Giants still got 7. So we're going to see. The Giants, Atlanta.
How you doing? Bobby Johnson. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
What's your favorite thing about playing football?
It's my release. You know what I mean? Everybody has pent up anger, pent up aggression. Like, if a guy cuts me in line somewhere, I can't pancake block him. I'll probably get arrested. So I just bottle that up and just release it on the field.
How about your least favorite thing about playing football?
I don't have a least favorite thing about playing football. I love football.
Much like Kayvon, we did a lot of work on him. Productive player in the SEC, had a lot of starts, played multiple positions, was a position of need for us, but was the right person, the right fit, the right player. A lot of work went into it. We felt very comfortable about that selection.
This is New Jersey number calling me. Hello?
Evan, how you doing, buddy?
Doing good.
Oh, great. You ready to be a New York Giant?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready. Ready to get to work.
All right. Remember that Zoom we had last week? You remember what we talked about?
Oh, I remember.
Okay. All right. That's what we're looking for when you get here. All right. We're jacked up. We're excited to have you. And I'm going to hand you over here to Coach Dayball, all right?
All right.
Looking forward to working with you, buddy.
Looking forward to it.
Evan, how you doing, pal?
What's up, Coach? Doing good.
Yeah, congratulations.
I appreciate you.
Welcome to the Giant family.
I'm a Giant.
The Giants.
From New York City, baby.
Right.
With the 7th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Evan Neal, tackle, Alabama.
Tonight was amazing. I'm a New York Giant now. I'm just excited, man, taking it all in. Now I'm ready to go celebrate with some family and some friends. Go Big Blue, baby.
Yeah, the approach didn't change much going from day 1 to day 2. The only thing that, changed was probably when we decided to move back a little bit.
So you're good on that trade. It's 36, 38, and then we get 38, 146.
The New York Giants have traded their pick. The New York Jets are now on the clock.
Hey, Terry. What's up? You want to do it? All right. We'll call it in right now. Yep, we'll call it in right now. You guys will be on the clock here in 30 seconds. 114. Yeah. Yeah, just picked up 45th. And picking up 43 now.
There were several players that we liked, and we knew we could, again, when we got here, we needed some frontline players, but we also needed to upgrade our depth, and we thought by moving back, a couple times we could still procure a good player.
The New York Football Giants select Wan'Dale Robinson, wide receiver from Kentucky.
Josiah Ezeudu, guard, North Carolina.
The New York Giants select Cordell Flott, defensive back, LSU.
It's a great feeling to call the young men and tell them you're going to select them to be a member of the New York Giants. It's a dream these guys have had since they've been little kids playing football, and it's good to hear their voice on the other end and the excitement and the joy and the passion that they have, knowing that their dream is coming true.
Getting Wan'Dale in day 2, Ezeudu in day 2, and Flott, those not only were position of need, but it aligned with where we had guys on the board, and we're excited to get all 3 of those guys.
What's up, you guys? I'm here, baby.
What's up, New York?
Yeah, how about you? You have to come best dressed. Set the standard high already, huh?
I thought you were gonna have a suit on. Wow,
man, you know what? I left my suit at the crib, man.
There you go. Good to see you again.
Congratulations. Good? Good to see you. Congratulations, everybody. Good to see you.
See you, man.
Doing good? Thank you.
Doing good?
We doing all right? Have a seat there.
Yeah, good. I go blue.
Come on, man.
Yep, congratulations.
Come on, man.
Welcome back, man. I knew we'd have you, see?
Legacy is amazing.
Taking it all in, man. Taking it all in. Crazy. I'm really a New York Giant, man. That's crazy to see.
It's like you play with some of these dudes on Madden, so now you're like teammates with them. It's kind of crazy. So it still don't seem real.
Yeah, we just need to get another one.
Yeah. So we got to add another banner somewhere. So first things first. There's some spots. There's a couple, dude. There's a couple of spots.
It's the highest level, so why not here?
Identifying future members of Big Blue requires a full team effort, from the front office to the scouts to those who develop the weekly game plan during the season. Most important, the synergy between the GM and the head coach, a chemistry that was on full display in year 1.
The coaching staff did a tremendous job throughout the whole draft process, whether it was, Zooming with players, at the combine meeting with the players, going to pro days, the 30 visits we had, guys. So, I was in constant communication with Coach Thibodeaux throughout the draft. He had seen a lot of the prospects. I give him a lot of credit with the players being in the building already in the offseason program. The communication between, not just Coach Thibodeaux, but his entire coaching staff, was really good throughout the process and really allowed us to define a clear vision for each player, that we drafted and how they would fit the roster.
Yeah, to have the coordinators and the position coaches come into the draft room, a few picks before the selection, I think you want to have everybody on the same page, and you want to, give those guys their last couple seconds of whatever they want to say about the player if they feel good about them, and being on the same page is important, from scouts to coaches, but also the coaching staff to the players that we're going to select. I think it's important.
The New York Giants have made their selection. New England is on the clock.
Grinding through 6 rounds and 182 picks certainly deserves a round of applause, but that's only one part of the rookie equation. There's other avenues to add talent, and navigating that option calls for both patience and perseverance.
After the draft is over and you have the undrafted free agency process, I'm going to admit that's one of my favorite parts of the whole weekend. It's really my favorite part on day 3. I call it organized chaos. the most exciting part of day 3 for me is an adrenaline rush. You empower your scouts to go sign players, talk to agents, understand how you're going to allot your money, how you're going to split, your signing bonus and your paragraph 5 guarantees, and really how do you slice the pie the right way to get the best players in a tight window. You prioritize positions of importance, and as you go through that, you see as your money pot starts to dwindle, how you're going to allocate your resources. And I felt like we did a great job with it. Our scouts did a great job in terms of communicating to Joe and myself, what offers they had out there, and the players that we, were able to sign at the end of that period, we feel great about. And, we, even though they're undrafted free agents, we all feel like, some of these guys are going to have a chance to contribute to our roster at some point next season.
Yeah, roster building is important, and the draft is important. So I think we added, our 11 selections, plus we signed some undrafted free agents. We're going to have some more trial players come in for camp and rookie camp. And it's another step in the process of trying to make the team as competitive as you can make it.
Yeah, now that the draft's over, it's a big weight off my back. Obviously, since I've been here, that's just trying to get it correct. We drafted 11 guys at different levels of the draft, and 3 to 4 years from now, we can truly reflect on it. And that's the hard part. You're excited. You want to see these kids. You want to get your hands on them, but you got to wait a week and a half before they can get in the building and get to work, and then they're not hitting the field until August. So right now, I can reflect on the process. I'm excited about the young men that we brought in, and as we set the foundation for the Giants organization, I think we accomplished that this weekend, and looking forward to working with everybody.